Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today I'm here at Efteling in the Netherlands for my first ever visit. I'm so excited to explore this park today, go on loads of new rides, go and see this park. I've heard so much about it and I'm so excited to finally experience it for myself. I'm really looking forward to getting on Danse Macabre as well, the new ride that opened here last year. A brand new ride system from Intamin, a dynamic motion stage. It's the first and currently only one of its kind, so I'm very excited to experience that. That's definitely my most anticipated ride here, but I've heard so much about this park in terms of the other rides. Baron 1898 looks great, Symbolica as well. I'm so excited to get on all these rides for the first time. Hopefully it's going to be nice and quiet today. So here we go at the entrance. There's a lot of construction going on here at the moment because of course they're building the Grand Hotel just over there behind me. So it's not the most glamorous entry to the park at the moment. However, this entrance structure here is iconic and it's so nice to be able to see it in person. It's absolutely incredible. So let's get into the park and go and get on some rides. And here's a look at the incredible facade for Danse Macabre. I'm so excited to get on this ride. A very story-driven ride with an incredible ride system. A very different storyline as well. And here's the entrance right here. Oh wow, this looks incredible. Here we go, there's the cat there, very big part of the storyline. We don't want to trust that cat. Here we go. So yeah, there's a lot of people in this queue, but this ride can actually seat over 100 people in one cycle, so this should hopefully move really quickly. And of course I can take you on ride as well with the GoPro here at Efteling. Here we go, so we've just come into this gated off area and had a pre-show. There's Joseph Charlatan. Of course the pre-show was all in Dutch, however a Dutch person did comment on somebody else's vlog of this ride, translating the pre-show, and basically what it is that a long time ago, I think it was 1876, Joseph Charlatan and his orchestra were all killed here after a performance of Danse Macabre by the Unnameable, which is the cat that is disguised as it's a monster really, but it disguises itself as a cat to get you to trust it. And if you see a black cat, don't trust it, because that's the Unnameable, that's the monster. And that cat is holding the souls of Joseph Charlatan and his orchestra captive inside of this chapel just here, where they're forced to play Danse Macabre for the rest of eternity, which will lure more people into the same fate. Here we go. We're about to get on, let's go. Here we go, it's time for Danse Macabre. I don't know how much you're going to see on the GoPro. Oh. So there we go, I've just had my first ride on Danse Macabre and that was absolutely fantastic. A brilliant dark ride. So let's start off by talking about the pre-show. So of course, you're just queuing in the queue line as you normally would, but then you go through a separate gated off area and then the gate closes. It talks to you about the story of the ride. It's all in Dutch, obviously. However, I've talked about the story already, and of course there are plenty of different translations that Dutch people have done to translate it, so if you don't speak Dutch, so you can still be able to enjoy it. And to be honest, like if you don't really understand the story,
only good things, I hope.
Hello, very good things. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Yeah, so of course you can understand the story, and going on there understanding the story is much better. If I didn't understand the story on there, I'd have no clue what was going on, but with the story being explained before you get on the ride, that's really good. So you get on and sit on one of the choir stools, and then of course you're sitting there, you can hear the cat meowing as well, and you can see it as well, like you've got all these instruments in the middle of the room, and you've got the cat like peeking its head out every once in a while from out the different instruments, and all the lighting. You've got all the staff in there with the candles to make sure that you're all sat down, and then of course they exit the room, all the lights go off and you can hear the cat meowing, and then once all the lights are off it's pitch black, and then you can hear these demonic noises of the cat transforming into this monster. It gradually starts to get more and more monstrous kind of sounds. It's kind of like more growling, meowing, and then it turns into a proper roar as it transforms into this monster that it really is. And then of course you start spinning around. You've got the music playing on there, which is absolutely incredible. The lighting was amazing. One thing I loved on there as well, how it was completely pitch black. You spin round to the point where you're all facing towards this big organ, and then this big ghost of Joseph Charlatan is suddenly in front of it, and the music starts. It's really loud in there, really building up the atmosphere. It's amazing. The ride system is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love the ride system. Of course, it could go up and down, it spins around. It's kind of like, it reminds me of a break dance in a way, where you've got the main disc that spins, then you've got each individual choir stool that spins, and then it also lifts up and down as well. It's like there are points where you're tilting on your side and you're spinning around sideways, and then right at the end it lifts right up to the top and then drops down again right at the end. It was absolutely amazing. I need another ride on it to be able to like fully appreciate it and take it all in, because it's very overwhelming going on something like that for your first time, really trying to take it all in. But after my first ride, I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. The music, the lighting, the overall ride experience, it was amazing. I love that. So I don't know how much you saw in the POV there. Well, I don't even know if I've put it in yet, because I'm going to watch the POV at some point and then I'll decide whether I put it into the vlog, because I don't know how much of that the GoPro would have picked up because of course it's a lot of kind of in the dark on there, so I don't know how much it picked up, so I'll see if I'll put the POV in or not. If it's not great, then I won't put the POV in. I'm about to go on Baron 1898 now, a B&M dive coaster. And I have to say, this is one of the most impressive looking roller coasters I've ever seen. If I turn the camera around here, look at this. Like, here's, how about this for an entrance to a ride? There it goes. It hangs you there for quite a long time. Look at that, I'm excited to get on this. Let's go for a ride. Here we go, front row, Baron 1898. Oh, Oh, look at the views from up here. It's time to go into the mine. Oi! Oi! There we go, that was good. Good fun ride. So there we go, I've just experienced Barron 1898. That's a great dive coaster. Now, of course, all those dive coasters are very short. I've done a few of these now. This was definitely towards the higher end of the ones I've done. I've done some of the bigger ones as well. This is still one of the smaller ones. In terms of the smaller ones that I've done, this is probably the best one because of the theming and the storyline of it. Really good, of course, the idea of going into this mine to go and collect all of the riches from the mine and the mine owner who didn't treat his workers very well and they all died. And then, of course, their spirits all come back and you see that in the pre-show. You can see all their ghosts coming up in the pre-show, which is really cool. But yeah, it was a good layout, some good inversions on there. The helix was pretty intense, a nice little pop of air time as well towards the end as well. It was more forceful than I was expecting it to be. A lot of these dive coasters can be a little bit forceless, but this one was really good. And with the fact that it has the old B&M restraints as well, instead of the vest harnesses, that makes it a lot better as well. Because I've been on Valraven at Cedar Point, which is a massive dive coaster, one of the biggest in the world, but it has those vest harnesses and that really took away from the experience. So I still probably, even though that one's a lot bigger than this one, I'd still probably take this one over it because of the restraints. Yeah, it was really good on there, really nice and comfortable, a great enjoyable ride. So I'm about to go on Symbolica now, a trackless dark ride that opened in 2017. I know I've heard so much about this ride, people absolutely rave about it. A lot of people say it's the best ride here. Since Danse Macabre opened, some people seem to say Danse Macabre is the best one, however some people still say this one. So I'm really looking forward to going on this. I love a trackless dark ride. The technology on these rides are amazing.
Winkels, hallo allemaal!
Bartus, onze koninklijke tovenaar?
Wat een saaie boel.
Wat doe jij hier?
Ik heb een veel leuker idee. Trage treden, open nu!
There we go. Oh, wow. So I've just had my first ride on Symbolica. I was on the Treasures Tour for that one. There's 3 different tours on there. You've got the Treasures Tour, Heroes Tour and Music Tour, and that was absolutely fantastic. I love the ride system on there. The technology with those trackless dark rides is amazing. They can spin you around into different scenes and then they go forwards and backwards and then they all take slightly separate paths to go around. They all interact with each other and spin around each other. That was absolutely fantastic. All the theming in there was spectacular. The audio as well, like audio plays such a big part in creating an immersive and enjoyable ride. It's the same with Danse Macabre. Like the music in there is absolutely incredible and that adds so much to the ride. Like going around there listening to that music. And it's the same with Symbolica. You're going in there listening to this beautiful soundtrack, going around seeing all this theming and animatronics. I didn't really understand what was going on with the story, however, it was immersive. The theming was amazing. There were some great smells in there, a great mix of screens and theming. I loved the section with the whale where it came down and then it just started cracking and the water started dropping down from the ceiling, and also the ending scene with that big banquet as well. That was really good, how you were kind of going around all the dancing animatronics and all the lighting in there. Absolutely incredible ride. I can't wait to experience the other two tours. I'm going to go for a ride on Max and Moritz now. So you've got two Mac powered coasters here. One of them's Max, one of them's Moritz. So I'll probably do both of them. It's only on a 5-minute queue. Here we go. Good interaction there. Second lap, oh my, that was a bit more intense. There we go, that was a bit more intense than I was expecting. Here we go, straight onto Moritz side now. Time for the faster lap. So there we go, I've had a ride on both sides of Max and Moritz there. Of course you've got the blue side, which is Max, and the green side, which is Moritz. And that was really good. That was a great family coaster. Two coasters there, of course, that interact with each other. I love coasters that interact with each other like that, with two different layouts. And they go and interact and get right up close to each other, and then they go a separate way again, and they come back together again. Really, really well done in that sense. With Max, it started off really slow, but then the second lap, it got really fast. I really like the design with that ride, how the second lap, it goes a lot faster, but the music goes a lot faster as well. It's like the same music going round the first lap, but it's a lot slower. But then when you go around for the second time, the music gets a lot faster, and then the coaster speeds up a lot as well. I really like that kind of touch that they do to that. They don't normally do that on powered coasters, so that's something a bit different with that one that I really enjoyed. Max, the first lap, pretty slow, pretty average family coaster. The second lap, it felt much more intense. It was really fast going around there. Moritz, I think, was the better one because I think it felt like it was going faster the first lap, and I felt like it didn't speed up too much throughout the second lap. I think Moritz had the better layout on there. It felt a bit more intense. Like Max, the first lap, very forceless, but the first lap on Moritz was still pretty forceful. So yeah, I think that one's the better one, but that was a great set of family coasters. Really enjoyed that. Here we go then. I'm going for a ride on Fata Morgana now, this boat ride. Looking forward to this. I've heard some good things about it. No, looking at what everything's been like so far as well, They do things to a really high standard at this park. Absolutely loving it so far. So you just saw some shots there from Fata Morgana, another absolutely fantastic dark ride. Definitely reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean at the Disney parks and also Pirating in Batavia at Europa Park. You can tell that all three of those rides were all inspired off of each other. Of course, the more modern Pirating in Batavia at Europa Park is a lot more modern because, of course, the original version burnt down and then it got rebuilt a few years ago. This one's a lot older. However, you can definitely sense similar scenes and similar kind of ideas went into that ride. It's like you got the scene where you go through the town centre with all the markets. Basically, the idea of the ride is you're taking a boat ride through the Forbidden Village. It felt like very Egyptian kind of in some places, like with some of the artifacts there. And there was a scene where you went through all this like treasure trove. You were going through past all these different markets and you went into a jail cell at one point. It was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Some fantastic theming in there and some amazing smells in there as well, and audio as well. I didn't realise there were going to be turntables in there as well. It's like there were some rooms where we went into and it's like, how are we, where's the exit? And then we go onto a turntable and it spins around and then you go back another way again. So I thought that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that on there. But yeah, the theming in there is amazing. Definitely kind of like on par with Pirating in Batavia. There is no dead spots on that ride. Everywhere you look, it is beautifully themed. So it's time to go for a ride on Python now. This Vekoma looping coaster. This was retracked a few years ago. It's a pretty old ride, however, it was retracked. And it's only a 5-minute queue, which is good. I wouldn't want to wait in that massive queue in a hot summer's day. Look how slow the lift hill is. I've heard a lot about how slow this lift hill is and how it takes ages to get to the top. There it goes. Here we go, it looks pretty much a walk-on. Here we go then, it's time for a ride on Python. After about a 10-minute lift hill climb. Let's go. Hopefully it'll be nice and smooth. Whee! Oh wow, it's forceful. There we go, short but sweet that one. Nice and smooth, that was good, enjoyed it. So I've just had a ride on Python. That was way better than I was expecting. Really good ride. The only thing on there that did annoy me was the restraints. I didn't like the restraints on there. Very tight vest harnesses. You can tell Vekoma have come such a long way with their train design and their overall coaster layouts and coaster types that they manufacture now. But that was a really good ride. Of course, it was retracked a few years ago. Lovely and smooth, very intense as well. It was pulling some serious G's going through those inversions, and that helix at the end was really intense as well. Yeah, it's a pretty short ride, however, I really enjoyed it. So unfortunately this trip I am going to be missing out on riding the Flying Dutchman just here, which is a water coaster manufactured by Kumbak. This is the only roller coaster they've ever built, and it looks like a really unique ride. You go through some different dark ride scenes that look amazing. They're actually in the process of adding a new scene on here at the moment. Of course, it's having its routine maintenance, but also new scenes coming on here as well. But I've heard so much about this ride. I'd love to ride it at some point, but unfortunately that's not going to be happening this trip. So I'm going for a ride on Joris and Draak now. So this is a set of 2 wooden coasters that race with each other. So of course I was talking a bit about dueling coasters earlier with Max and Moritz. This one actually races, so I'm really looking forward to getting on this. You've got similar layouts on here, however, of course it's a GCI wooden coaster, 2 of them, and it looks like a great layout. It looks really long. I can't wait to experience this. But with this one as well, what's really cool about it is the winner of the race gets cheering when they come back into the station, and if you lose then you get all booing as well, and like all the flags come down on the side that the winner's side is. So yeah, it's definitely got a very a big focus on the racing element with this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I love a good racing coaster. Oh, we lost the race though. We're gonna get booed out when we get back to the station. That was fantastic. So I've just had a ride on both sides of Joris and Draak. I didn't film a POV on the water side because I thought I'd save that for tomorrow's vlog, instead of having one really long vlog with loads of stuff going on and one not as long vlog with nothing going on. Also, they're both pretty similar layouts anyway, so I thought I'd save one for tomorrow, so it's not a case of putting 2 pretty similar POVs in back to back, because it'll look pretty similar, just the same POV pretty much. But yeah, I'll include it in tomorrow's vlog, because I'm definitely going to go on that again, because that is an absolutely fantastic roller coaster. Both sides were brilliant. Some amazing airtime on there, really aggressive. Not the longest of layouts, however, they're still absolutely fantastic. Of course, with the racing as well, there are lots of sections where they're quite close together going on similar layouts, and then they split off and kind of do their own thing, and then they come back together again. The blue side seems to keep winning. We did win on the blue side, so that was good. It kept winning as well for all the other times as well. It seemed like the blue's on a bit of a streak at the moment. But yeah, it was fantastic. Definitely my favourite roller coaster here. I think I preferred the fire side over the water side. I think that some of the airtime seemed a bit better on there, and I feel like it was a bit faster around some of the other transitions as well. I feel like it lost its speed a little bit on the blue side, kind of after the first drop before going into that turnaround at the other side of the station. But other than that, they're both absolutely brilliant coasters. Here we go then, it's time for a ride now on one of the world's biggest pirate ships. is huge. Nice long cycle as well. Oh my God, we're still going. There we go, I think we're slowing down. Are we slowing down now? Yeah, we're slowing down now. There we go, that was a nice pyro shape, that. Really good fun. Yeah. Very long. So since the last, I can't even remember what the last clip was, but I've done so many rides since that last clip. It's been a couple hours and I've just been going and doing loads of rides. I went on Symbolica again, I did the Heroes tour on there, Fata Morgana again. I've done a couple more rides on Danse Macabre, Baron 1898 again as well. Both coasters on the wooden coaster as well, Joris and the Draak. I did both those sides again, which were fantastic. And now it's pretty much, well, it has got to park closed. The park has now closed. However, they are going to be showing Aquanura, which is the fountain show at the big lake at the entrance in about 5 minutes. So I will go over there and go and have a look at it to end out the day at Efteling. So there we go, that was some footage of Aquanura, a great way to end the day here at Efteling. I love a good nighttime show. It was fantastic, some great fountains in there, lighting. The fountains went up really high. I like how different rides have different sections in there as well. So you hear the music from different rides. There was like a Vogel Rock section, there was a Max and Moritz section, Danse Macabre had a section, and Symbolica as well. It was amazing. I absolutely loved that. It's a shame it didn't happen a bit later though. If it started happening now, the lights would look amazing at night, but unfortunately it was a bit lighter. If only the park was open till at night, I would have loved a night ride on Baron 1898 as well, and also like walking around Danse Macabre at night as well, like seeing all of the show building lit up, because that looks amazing at night from photos I've seen. So it would be nice if the park was open later. However, unfortunately that's just not the case. But it was a fantastic show, fantastic day. They've got so many great rides here at Efteling, and I haven't even seen so much of the park. I've only seen about half of it. Tomorrow there is so much more to explore. The Fairy Tale Forest is a massive part of Efteling, so I'll go and see that tomorrow. There's a few more rides for me to do as well, some dark rides. There's a Vekoma Madhouse, an indoor coaster. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going and seeing the other rides over there. But that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.